X-Men Gold number 4. Gambit's back. Man, that dude has got the coolest accent. He's like, hey, chérie, I'm gonna have some shrimp. I don't know, what is that, French? He didn't speak like that. Nevertheless, his accent was cool. Stay tuned for the review, guys. Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer. Get ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comics to buy. Today, guys, we're talking about X-Men Gold, issue number 4, The Return of Gambit. That's right, guys. Very excited to see Gambit back in the title. And we also have a new artist this time around by R.B. Sylvia. And the artwork is pretty good in this issue. However, the art seems to be a little bit off when it comes to the characters' noses. Their noses are like really flat. And the girls have all black lips and their skin tone is pretty much all similar too. But besides that, the artwork is pretty good and I enjoyed it. The colors are really nice. The paneling, layout, all the words, the wording in here is really good too. So everything is really well done. But let's talk about the story. Let's see where this series is going now that we're in our second story arc. So, front and center, we get to see Gambit. He is doing a job. And what we see him retrieve is this small bottle. It's like this vial of whatever it is. And when he retrieves it, he's like, oh yeah, sorry. You know, he's just like, yeah, I got my thing. So he goes and he's going to bring it to wherever he has to bring it. The next thing we see is we see the rest of the team. They wind up doing battle against Serpents of Society. And it's just a hysterical moment in the book because they call them D-listers. And the Serpents of Society are like, we're not D-listers. And she's like, yeah, I'm being generous. So Kitty was really funny in this particular issue. And it's really good to see the X-Men fight these guys because they're like trying to make plans on what they're going to do and what's next on the agenda. And they're like not even trying against these guys. So it was a real comical moment in the book. Meanwhile, you have Storm and Wolverine. They're dealing with a death of a particular mutant. And they find this military-grade ammunition that killed this specific mutant. And literally we find out from the officer is that whoever killed this particular mutant, other mutants are in the mix. They're in this game. They are using this military-grade ammunition. So that's all they really talk about there. So we go back to the main part of the story with Gambit where he does his job. And he finds out that his buyer has a lot of money, and so he brings this vial to a particular person, and that person is named Olivia Trask, and her grandfather is the one that created Sentinels by the name of Bolivar Trask. So right away when Gambit finds out this information, he puts two and two together, and he kind of plays Olivia for a fool here. So he gives her that vial, and he gets all the information of what it is, and it's like bots that I guess if you expose them to artificial intelligence, they will, I guess, become smart and do whatever it is. So it's very, very interesting technology here. So what happens in the particular issue then, we wind up seeing that Olivia wants to pay him, and he's like, hell no. So they start fighting with each other. The vial breaks, and then right away the nanobots try to find like a host or whatnot. So they attach themselves to what is a computer, and it goes into the mainframe, and it gets that artificial intelligence. It gets all that intelligence about Sentinels. And what happens is it winds up becoming a big, huge, gigantic Sentinel. And this thing is ginormous, and you're like, holy crap, another Sentinel in an X-Men book, which I thought was kind of funny. The cool thing is here is when Gambit was under attack, we get to see Rachel kind of tap into his mind to find out what's going on because he's trying to call the other X-Men to help. And I thought that was really neat as well to see how they can communicate and see things with each other. So that was really neat to see kind of the way Rachel Gray's powers work. And so they get called in to help, and you see that Sentinel, and that's basically how the issue kind of ends. So what did I think about this particular book? That was good. It was okay. I don't think it was mind-blowing. I like the simplicity of the X-Men. I really do. I think it's cool, but I think it's almost like too simple. It's like, okay, I came across the granddaughter of the person that created the Sentinels. There's this nanotechnology, and we have this big Sentinel, and we got to fight it. And it's just like, yeah, that's the boss battle for the day. What's next? So where is the story going? I just don't see that yet. We're 4 issues into this now. It looks like we're still gathering certain team members together. But where's the main story? Where is it going to go for the long term? I don't know if the Wolverine and the Storm was the hint for the future storyline, if that was the seeds, or is this Sentinel storyline going to be, you know, something that's going to move forward? I don't know yet. To me, this seems a little bit almost like a filler 2-part story arc, and then until we get to the next major story arc. And it's funny how both X-Men books have to recently do with Sentinels. Now, being that this book, it comes out every 2 weeks, I feel that maybe they have to do filler issues like this because they don't have enough time to produce the main story. So I think they got to kind of think ahead a little bit here. So that's my thought process. So this one was good seeing Gambit back, but we already get to see another Sentinel, and I don't feel it really drove any story forward. There's good character moments there, but the story seemed a little weak for me. So in the end, I gotta give this one a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Nowhere does it live up to, so far, The Flash or Secret Empire, in my opinion. So I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Guys, in the comments below, tell me what you thought of X-Men Gold issue number 4. Are you happy to see Gambit back? What would you like to see out of this title going forward? And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. Until that next comic book review, check out comicfrontline.com. Check out our live show that happens each and every Tuesday night. 9:30, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we get started, and we talk about the news, the comic books worth of news for the week. We talk about our top 5 most anticipated books. We go all out there. So again, guys, if you haven't subscribed to Comic Frontline, please do so now. And fans, as always, thank you for watching. And this is Mike Spider Slayer saying, see you in that next comic book review. Take care, guys. Bye.